flowers. I walked right past them the first time. Are they a rose of some kind? Probably done for the season. There's just those two. One hanging on and one about to bloom. And it'll be done. There's some more over here. Yep, I took a smell of them. They're definitely roses. Wild roses. Oh, I love it. Love it. Good morning. Oh, here, let me take my sunglasses off. I am kind of in the shade here. I'm about to set off on the beginning of the Tunnelbrook Trail to the Benton Trail to the summit of Moosilauke this morning. I don't actually have to go all the way to the summit. This is not a trail that, yes it is. This is a trail that goes all the way to the summit. So I will summit. It was not the trail I originally planned to do this morning. Remember earlier in the week when I'm like, oh yeah, when I come back to do this trail later, I gotta come at the crack of dawn because it's really popular. Well, I didn't come at the crack of dawn. I didn't get there till 7, and it's a Saturday and a beautiful day, sun shining, and there was a million cars. And so I decided to turn around and go do a different trail because I'm not complaining about crowds. I just don't like to hike in crowds. So I have to remember that on weekends to do the less popular trails and leave the popular trails for non-weekdays, so weekend days, because I'm planning to go again on Monday, and so I'll just do that trail on Monday. It's supposed to be another beautiful day. And it'll be a weekday, so I'll probably be a lot less people. And maybe I'll try to get there a little bit earlier. And I do want to vent for a moment about something that happened that I was just like, ah. So when I pulled up to the road, and I was driving up the road, suddenly I see all these cars parking on the side along the road for the hikers to get out and go to the trailhead. And I'm like, I see them all, and I'm like, do they know that there's like a little parking area farther up the road? So I sort of drive past them all the way, heading towards the parking area. And I get there, and I end up turning around and coming back. But while I was passing it, so I've looked into camping out at trailheads because, in order to get here for hiking at the crack of dawn, I have to leave well before dawn. And sometimes I just would like to be able to sleep a little bit later. So I was thinking, I'm like, can I just park at a trailhead and, throw a sleeping bag in the back of my trunk and sleep in the car? And they say camping at trailheads is really frowned upon. And I'm like, why? Whether my car's there overnight or just there at 5:30 a.m., what difference does it make? Until this morning when I was driving past the little parking area. So it's just the road's just wider, so the cars can angle in along the side, and you could probably fit like 12 to 15 cars in this little strip of extra wide dirt road. Well, someone had decided they were going to camp there, and I mean literally camp. They blocked off probably about 5 or 6 spots to set up their tents and to build a campfire and to do all this, and then they had their truck like blocking off the whole area. And I'm like, now I know why it's frowned upon, because people do things like that. It's like, that was so inconsiderate. It's like their truck would have taken up one spot, which meant there could have been fit another 4 or 5 cars in that camping area so that people weren't having to park all the way down the road. It's just, people just don't think about anyone but themselves. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know. I don't know the rules everywhere, but as far as I'm aware, you're not allowed to actually camp like that or build fires along trails, like on trails or on roads like that. So I'm not sure if that's true. Where I just park now, I'm on Tunnelbrook Road at the Tunnelbrook Trail head. It literally says you cannot camp or build a fire within a quarter mile of the road. So I don't know if that's true for the Ravine Road, but my guess is it probably is. So not only were they inconsiderate in taking up half the parking lot, they also were basically breaking the law by camping and having a fire in the parking lot. But anyways, Now I am literally the only car at this trailhead, so it's gonna be a quiet hike for at least a little while, till I get to the summit. When I get to the summit, it's gonna be packed, because there was probably already 30 plus cars at the other trailhead. So I imagine when I get to the summit, there's gonna be quite a bit of people, but I can hardly blame them. It's a beautiful day, albeit a bit chilly. When I was driving here, my car does a little alert saying, "Oh, frost warning. Roads might be icy," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" And because it had dropped down into the mid 30s, I'm like, "Man, wasn't it only a couple of days ago that it was 80 degrees and humid, and I was sweating my butt off?" And yes, it was 2 days ago. That was the weather. And this morning it's now freezing. But there's like no wind, and it's sunny, so it'll actually be a beautiful hike. So I'm not really concerned about the chill. I've got my layers on, and I got my hat and my gloves, so I'll be fine. Not anticipating any bad weather, because that has happened. I've been hiking in the middle of summer in my shorts and tank top and suddenly encountered a snow squall. So in that case, I turned around and left. Oh, I think someone's coming. I'm leaving. So this used to be Tunnelbrook Road. That's now closed, and I can see why. It is completely destroyed and washed out. So the trail just goes alongside, and then it'll pick up the road farther up ahead, which we've already seen, but wow. So it is pretty damaged. Tons of trees down too. Well, I wasn't wearing my hat and gloves when I first set out, but that lasted all of 5 minutes before I'm like, yep, nope, gonna need those. So here's the road again. This part is definitely way more overgrown than the upper portion that we did earlier in the week. And I'll actually get to that portion where the trailhead is for Benton. I'm going into the woods. So the problem with doing a trail that you hadn't planned on doing is that I didn't read the trail guide for this section last night, so I don't know which parts of the trail I should turn onto and what. So this seems to be a logging road based on the destruction over here that turned off right off the trail, but now I'm heading back to the trail. Just took a look-see. So that's the part that's washed out. And then there's this part that branches off that I walked up for about a quarter mile just to see where it went. And it looks like it's a logging road because there were some big swaths of trees down in areas. But it must be another way to access this road, because once you reach this point, now it looks like a road again from all that washed out point, and I even see tire tracks. So there must be another way to get here through that logging road, some sort of bypass area that cuts off the washed out part. It occurs to me the problem with doing a trail I hadn't planned on doing this morning is that I didn't read the trail guide for the trails I'm doing now. So are there any spurs or any viewpoints or anything that I'm supposed to be leaving the trail to look out for? Don't know. So pretty much I'm gonna go up any little trail I see just to double check. So I did go up that logging road for a bit just to take a look-see, come back down. Because it is a logging road, I'm pretty sure it's not in the trail guide, because I read most of Tunnelbrook, since I already did most of Tunnelbrook, and it's probably still in my phone. But Benton Trail is the bit that's completely foreign. and we'll see when we get there.
Well, I am again. Feels like I was just here 4 days ago. Because I was. Time for Benton Trail. Here she is, Tunnel Brook, which I've been walking alongside of Tuesday and today. Finally crossed her. And now it's up the mountain. Well, here I am, a little road crossing. I have no idea what road this is. Or that I was going to cross a road. Which I would have if I had read about this trail in advance. But surprise, everything's a surprise. I wonder if this is where Tunnel Brook Trail loops back around from. Back when I had lunch, or my snack 4 days ago. The road kept going. I wonder if it loops back around this way and goes out that way somewhere. So it's been a fairly steady climb so far. The trail wraps around up there. But look over here. These trees in the distance there. Well, this one right ahead of me has like blue crosses on it. This one has a blue mark. It's like, is there another trail over there, or is this some sort of marking for like trails that need to be taken down? Because there's more up there. That guy there's got blue on him. But because I don't have the book, I can't guarantee there isn't something over there. There hasn't been any spur trails or anything obviously branching off. This has obviously been the trail the entire time. So I don't know. Well, the trail is looking really nice up ahead here. Roots and rocks and moss. Got a little sunshine peeking through right here. You can see some outlines of mountains through the trees there. I don't know if that's where I'm going. I think I'm going over here. Who knows? But this is really pretty stretch. I have a really great outlook, about 0.2 miles, where I'll be able to see some great views. So I'll touch base again in a quarter mile. Well, I'm not quite at the lookout area quite yet, but there was this little spur here that brought you closer to the edge to look out. Is that a river or stream that I'm hearing? Wind? Traffic? Sounds like waterfalls. I wonder what's down there. Well, I'm currently walking along a small ridge. Because I got views over here of mountains. And views over here of mountains. Oh, look at this view. Gorgeous. I'm going to have to pull up my map, figure out what mountain I'm looking at, because I don't know. That's not Moosilauke. I think Moosilauke's over here. So I'm going to have to, let me figure out where I am. Get back to you. Yep, I can't tell from my map what mountain that is. That's definitely, Moosilauke is definitely in that direction. But I was able to determine that is Beaver Brooks Falls. So it is waterfall that I'm hearing. I plan to do that next week. So I'm looking forward to that now, because this sounds like a fun time. A good waterfall. Be a great day. And oh my gosh, it's so sunny right now. Even though it's like only 50 degrees or 45 or something, this sun is very warm and I'm getting hot. Oh, I'm not catching this on video as well, but there's like a million webs in these trees here that keep catching the light and sparkling. Like these dead branches are just twinkling. Oh, yeah, you can see it a little bit. So cool. Here's a slight flat part. This trail has been a very steady climb so far, but boy has it been pretty. I'll do a steady climb in these sort of environment on this kind of trail any day. It's gorgeous. I love this sort of mystical woods feel with the moss and the rocks and the roots. It's just beautiful on such a sunny day too. Just gorgeous. Lovely, lovely hike so far. Alright, so we got a little fork here. I can see a blue marker right up there. I can get it on the camera, there it is. So I know that's the way I want to go. But I'm wondering if this doesn't look like a stream. I thought maybe it was a stream that had just been rerouted or they were trying to get off trail, but I think it does look like an old trail. So I'm wondering if the trail's been redirected and that's an old part that got washed out or needs to be revegetated or something. But anyways, I'm going this way. I just can't get over how pretty this trail is. Look at how now it's like in between the moss as it like rises up on the sides. It's such a beautiful day. I'm having such a good time. Summit Schmummit. Up top there's just a bunch of rocks. Look what I got down here. Well, the trees are starting to get sparse up here. I had a little less than a mile ago to the summit, and I'm not sure exactly when I come out of tree line. That is something that would have been in the guidebook if I had referenced it before I came up here. And the map that actually demarks the tree lines is in my pack, and I don't want to get it out. So I will know when I get to it, but I don't have any advance warning. But my guess is it's getting pretty close because it's getting thin up here. Well, I think that's where I'm heading now. I think that's the summit. I see a whole bunch of people wandering around up there. It's kind of hard on the screen here. Look at all those people. And I hear people coming up on my left, so I think that's where the two trails meet. Benton and Beaver Brooks, I believe. And then they go together to the summit. Minimize, minimize, minimize. There we go. But still have a great little trail here. It's getting sunny. I don't know how long I'm going to be here in the sun before if I go back in the dark, I'm not going to pull out my sunglasses. No, I'll get them out. Keep them on my head. Talking quietly because there's people nearby. But these signs look brand new. This way to the summit. Came out of tree line just below. Down there. Look at this. I know I was walking the summit, but damn, what a view. Not even to the peak yet. Precursor.
practically ran off the summit. There were so many people. I mean, not that I have a problem with people on the trails, but in this time of COVID, 100 people all sort of grouped together on a summit makes me very nervous. And while I had my mask on, many people did not. So I didn't even go to the true summit. I just sort of looked at it from a distance and then turned around and started hiding back because I didn't want to be there with that many people all grouped together in one place in these times. But that's all right because I'm coming back. I'm going to do the summit like 2 more times, so plenty of opportunities to go to the actual summit. And I think probably on a weekday I'll have much better luck. I haven't been filming much on the descent because it's the same trail I went up, so there's nothing really different. But I love this little bit where I just sort of wrap around the edge of these boulders, and I've got cliff over here. You know, I love being on the side of a cliff. Instead of a road down below now this time, it's just mountain, forests, rivers. Oh, this is such a great part. Oh, so pretty. I think that was my favorite little bit right there. Well, I'm back at the outlook, so you can hear Beaver Brook Falls in the background. Just taking a quick break because I didn't get one when I was at the summit because I didn't want to be around all the people. So, taking a quick rest, and then it's just 3 miles to the car. It's a gorgeous day though, just stunning. And there's like the blue of the sky. Let me turn this around. Look at that. Little wispy clouds over there, but just spectacular weather. Back on the road, heading toward the car. Since I'm just doing this flat, easy bit that I've already done, I can give my thoughts on Benton Trail. That was a really great trail. I mean, it's a good climb, so if you're looking for a workout, that was good, steady, uphill climbing pretty much the entire way. But it was very pretty. I only said that a million times during my recordings, so I think it's pretty clear how I feel about that. Great in the forest. It was just a lovely hike, and I would definitely do it again and take other people to do it. It was really, really nice. The summit, well, I already gave my thoughts on the summit, so I'll be at the summit again, but probably 2 more times in the next coming weeks, so I'll have a chance to actually get a good look at it and go to the actual summit because I turned around before I hit it. But the hike itself, gorgeous, and what a day. Man, what a day. It started out pretty chilly, but it's quite warm now. Now I only have my long sleeve shirt on. I wish I had worn a tank top underneath it so that I could have taken this off because I am quite toasty. Just walking through the land of wildflowers here. Nice way to end the hike, for sure.